Today's video is about 25 popular freedom fighters of India. Behind the celebration of independence on 15th August 1947, there is a much violent and chaotic history of fierce rebellions, wars and movements done by thousands of spirited Indian freedom fighters. All these freedom fighters of India fought, struggled and even sacrificed their lives in an effort to free India from British rule. To make India an independent country, a great number of revolutionaries and activists from diverse family backgrounds came together and embarked on a mission. Many of us might have heard of some of them, but there are so many prominent heroes whose contributions have not been celebrated. To respect their efforts and devotion, today, on the occasion of 75th Independence Day, let us remind top 25 freedom fighters of India. Without them, we would not be breathing in independent India. The first freedom fighter is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, born 31st October 1875, Nadia, died 15 December 1950, Mumbai. Full name Vallabhbhai Jawaharbhai Patel. Nicknames: Bismarck of India, Strong Man, Sardar, Iron Man of India. Awards: Bharat Ratna, most brave and epic from the young age. Vallabhbhai Patel was born in 1875 and earned the title Sardar after his heroic contribution in Bardoli Satyagraha. Due to his brave endeavors, he eventually began to be regarded as the Iron Man of India. Sardar Patel was originally a lawyer, but he withdrew from law and joined freedom fight to represent India against British rulers. He became the Deputy PM of India after the independence and dedicated himself to integrate princely states into the Union India. The next freedom fighter is Jawaharlal Nehru, born 14 November 1889, Prayagraj, died 27 May 1964, New Delhi. Spouse: Kamala Nehru. Parents: Motilal Nehru, Swaraprani Nehru. Grandparents: Gangadhar Nehru, Jivarani Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was the only son of Motilal Nehru and Swaraprani and was born in 1889. Nehru was originally a barrister and became popular as both freedom fighters of India and a politician. His passion for India's freedom was the influence of Mahatma Gandhi's efforts to relieve India from Britishers. He joined the freedom struggle, became the president of Indian National Congress, and was eventually made the first Prime Minister of India post the independence. Since he adored children, he was called Chacha Nehru, and his birthday is celebrated as Children's Day. Next freedom fighter is Mahatma Gandhi, born 2nd October 1869, Porbandar. Full name: Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Assassinated 30 January 1948, New Delhi. Spouse: Kasturba Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 and was entitled Father of Nation and Mahatma Gandhi because of his great deeds. Married to Kasturba at 13, he studied law in London and went to South Africa for practice, where racial discrimination towards some Indians inspired him to fight for human rights. Later Panduranga Rao Tope. Rukmabai. Tatya Tope was born in 1814 and became one of the great classic Indian rebellions in 1857. He led a group of soldiers to fight and end the dominance of the British. A firm follower of Nana Sahib, he served as general and continued his work despite extreme circumstances. Tatya made General Windham to leave Kanpur and was involved in reinstating Rani Lakshmi to Gwalior. Next freedom fighter is Nana Sahib, born 19 May 1824, Bittur. Died 1859, Naimisha Forest. Full name, Dondo Pant. Disappeared July 1857, Kanpur, British India. Parents, Bajirao, Gangabai, Narayan Bhatt. Children, Bayabai. Nana Sahib was a significant contributor in 1857 uprising in which he led a group of ardent rebellions. He overwhelmed the British forces in Kanpur and threatened British camp by killing the survivors of the force. Audacious and fearless, Nana Sahib was a skilled administrator as well who prepared and led thousands of Indian soldiers. The next freedom fighter is Lal Bahadur Shastri, born 2nd October 1904, Mughal Sarai. Died 11 January 1966, Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Party, Indian National Congress. Children, Anil Shastri, Sunil Shastri, Hari Krishna Shastri, Ashok Shastri, Suman Shastri, Kusum Shastri, Hari Shastri. Books. Selected speeches of Lal Bahadur Shastri, June 11, 1964 to January 10, 1966. Education. Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapith, Banaras Hindu University, Harish Chandra Postgraduate College. Lal Bahadur Shastri was born in 1904 in UP. He received the title Shastri Scholar after he completed his study at Kashi Vidyapith. As a silent yet active freedom fighter, he participated in Quit India movement, civil disobedience movement and Salt Satyagraha movement led by Mahatma Gandhi. He also spent many years in jail. After the independence, he graced the position of Home Minister and later became Prime Minister of India in 1964. The next freedom fighter is Subhash Chandra Bose, born 23rd January 1897, Cuttack. Died 18 August 1945, Taipei, Taiwan. Spouse, Emily Shankar. Education, Scottish Church College, Presidency University. Parents, Janakinath Bose, Prabhabhati Bose. Famous with the title Netaji, Subhash Chandra Bose was born in 1897 in Orissa. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre potentially shook him and made him return to India from England in 1921. He joined the Indian National Congress and was a part of civil disobedience movement. Since he was not content with non-violence method of freedom as promoted by Gandhi ji, he went to Germany for help and eventually formed Indian National Army and Azad Hind government. The next freedom fighter is Sukhdev, born 15 May 1907, Ludhiana. 1931, Lahore, Pakistan. Siblings: Jagdish Chand Thapar, Prakash Chand Thapar, Madhura Das Thapar, Krishna Thapar, Jaidev Thapar. Parents: Ralli Devi, Ramalal Thapar. Education: National College of Arts, National College, Lahore. Children: Madhu Sahgal. Born in 1907, Sukhdev was a violent revolutionary and an integral member of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. He worked in close with his associates Bhagat Singh and Shivram Rajguru. He was said to be involved in killing a British officer, John Sanders. Unfortunately, he was arrested and martyred along with Bhagat Singh and Shivram Rajguru at the age of 24. The next freedom fighter is Kanwar Singh. Born 13 November 1777, Jagdishpur. Died 26 April 1858, Jagdishpur. Full name: Babu Veer Kanwar Singh. Nickname: Veer Kanwar Singh. Nationality: Indian. Born on 13 November 1777, Kanwar Singh led a force of soldiers against the British in Bihar at the age of 80. Clever and deceptive Kanwar Singh was fondly called Veer Kanwar Singh due to his intimidating bravery. He targeted British troops with guerrilla warfare tactics and defeated British forces heavily. Kanwar Singh is always remembered for his young audacity, passion and respectable bravery. The next freedom fighter is Rani Lakshmibai. Born 19 November 1828, Varanasi. Died 18 June 1858, Gwalior. Full name: Manikanika Tambe. Spouse: Raja Gangadhar Rao Navakar. Parents: Morapanch Tambe, Bhagirathi Sapre. Children: Damodar Rao of Jhansi, Anand Rao. Rani Lakshmibai, the Queen of Jhansi, was born in 1828. She was a key member of India's fierce uprising of independence in 1857. Despite being a woman, she embodied bravely and fearless attitude, inspiring thousands of women to participate in the freedom battle. She bravely defended her palace of Jhansi in 1858 when it was to be invaded by British force led by Sir Hugh Rouse. The next freedom fighter is Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Born 23rd July 1856, Chikali. Died 1st August 1920, Mumbai. Nickname: Lokmanya Tilak. Full name: Kishore Gangadhar Tilak. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was born in 1856 and was a remarkable freedom fighters of India. In a rallying protest against British, he created burning flame across the nation with the slogan, "Swaraj is my birthright." He was more popular as one of the triumvirate, Lal, Bal and Pal. To defy English rulers, Tilak built schools and published rebellious newspapers. Since people loved and respected him as one of the greatest leaders, he was called Lokmanya Tilak. The next freedom fighter is Lala Lajpat Rai. Born 28 January 1865, Lathika I. Died 17 November 1928, Lahore, Pakistan. Nickname: Punjab Kesari. Education: Government College, University, Government Higher Secondary School, Rewari. Parents: Gulab Devi Radhakrishnan. Lala Lajpat Rai was born in 1865 in Punjab. and was informally called Punjab Kesari. A part of Lal Bal Pal trio, he was one of the extremist members of Indian National Congress. In 1920, he became a popular leader as he led the non-cooperation movement and Punjab protests against the Jallianwala Bagh incident. In a Simon Commission protest in 1928, he died from brutal lathi charge by the Britishers. The next freedom fighter is Mangal Pandey, born 19 July 1827, Nangwa, died 8 April 1857, Barakpur. Nationality, Indian, known for Indian independence fighter. Parents, Abhairani Pandey, Divakar Pandey, born in 1827. Mangal Pandey was one the early freedom fighter. He was among the first rebels to inspire young Indian soldiers to instigate the Great Rebellion of 1857. Serving as a soldier for the British East India Company, Pandey launched a first attack by firing at English officials, which was the beginning of the Indian Rebellion in 1857. The next freedom fighter is Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, born 28 May 1883, Bagur, died 26 February 1966, Mumbai, Paki, Hindu Mahasabha. Education, City Law School, Ferguson College, Wilson College, Mumbai, Mumbai University. Children, Bishwas Savarkar, Prabhat Chiplankar, Prabhakar Savarkar. Vinayak Damodar Savarkar was born in 1883 and spent his life being a passionate activist and Indian revolutionary. He founded Abhinav Bharat Society and Free India Society. He was known as Swatantra Veer Savarkar. As a writer, he also wrote a piece titled The Indian War of Independence that included glorious details about the struggles of the Indian uprising of 1857. The next freedom fighter is C. Rajgopalachari. C. Rajgopalachari, born 10 December 1878, Torapalli, died 25 December 1972, Chennai. Nicknames: C.R. Mango of Krishnagiri, Rajaji. Education: Presidency College, Bangalore Central University, Bangalore University. Awards: Bharat Ratna. Born in 1878, C. Rajgopalachari was a lawyer by profession but later joined the Indian National Congress in 1906 to become a respected Congress representative. He was a devoted follower of Mahatma Gandhi and defended a revolutionary P. Varadarajulu Naidu. He also actively participated in the non-cooperation movement led by Lajpat Rai. The next freedom fighter is Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh, born 28 September 1907, Banga, Pakistan, died 23 March 1931, Lahore Central Jail, Lahore, Pakistan. Education: National College, Lahore, National College of Arts, Dayanand Anglo, Vedic School System. Siblings: B.B. Amur Kaur, B.B. Shakuntala, Kultar Singh, Raja proud martyr for his country. He was born to a Sikh family of freedom fighters in 1907 in Punjab. He was therefore a born patriot and joined non-cooperation movement in 1921. He founded the Naujawan Bharat Sabha to instill patriotism in youth of Punjab. Chowra Chowra massacre changed him and made him extreme in his fight for freedom. The next freedom fighter is Dadabhai Naoroji. Dadabhai Naoroji, born 4th September 1825, Navsari, died 30 June 1917, Mumbai. Organizations founded: Indian National Congress, Zoroastrian Trust Funds of Europe, National Congress, London Indian Society. Parents: Naoroji Palanji Dardi, Manekbhai Naoroji Dardi. Education: Mumbai University, Elphinstone College. Dadabhai Naoroji was born in 1825 and is accountable for establishing the Indian National Congress. He is also one of the prominent activists to have joined the non-violence independent movement. He criticized in one of his books about British colonialism in India being equivalent to stealing wealth from the country. The next freedom fighter is Ramprasad Bismil. Ramprasad Bismil, born 11 June 1897, Shahjahanpur, died 19 December 1927, Gorakhpur Jail, Gorakhpur. Nationality: British Raj. Organization: Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. Books: Musings from the Gallows, Autobiography of Ramprasad Bismil, Kranti Gitanjali, Naj Jeevan Ki Ek Chata, Atmakatha. Parents: Moimati, Muralidhar. Like Shahid Bhagat Singh, Ramprasad Bismil was also a memorable young revolutionary who martyred for his country. Born in 1897, Bismil was one of the respectable members of the Hindustan Republican Association with Sukhdev. He was also involved in the notorious Kakori train robbery, because of which British government sentenced him to death. The next freedom fighter is K.M. Munshi. K.M. Munshi, born 30 December 1887, Bharuch, died 8 February 1971, Mumbai. Education: the Maharaja Sayajirao Rao University of Baroda. Books: Loma Harshini, Prithvi Vallabh, Lobamudra and more. Children: Girish Munshi, Jagadish Munshi, Usha Raghupati, Lata Munshi, Sarla Sheth. Organizations founded: Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Born in 1887, K.M. Munshi established Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan and emerged as a strong freedom fighter, as he participated in South Satyagraha and Quit India movement with Mahatma Gandhi. He also joined Swaraj Party and Indian National Congress. He was a strong follower of Sardar Patel, Gandhi and Sayajirao Gaikwad, and was also arrested many times for his freedom protests. The next freedom fighter is Bipin 1858. Habiganj district, Bangladesh. Died 20 May 1932, Kolkata. Books: The Soul of India, a constructive study of Indian thoughts and ideals. More. Parents: Ramachandra Pal, Narayani Devi. Education: St. Paul's Cathedral Mission College, Presidency University. Spouse: Biraj Mohani Devi, Ritya Kali Devi. Bipin Chandra Pal, born in 1858, was a substantial part of the Indian National Congress. He is an unforgettable revolutionary. He encouraged the abandonment of foreign goods. He formed an association with Lala Lajpat Rai and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, a long Pal Bal trio, and together he executed many revolutionary activities for the country. The next freedom fighter is Chandrasekhar Azad. Chandrasekhar Azad, born 23 July 1906, Bora. Died 27 February 1931, Chandrasekhar Azad Park. Full name: Chandrasekhar Tiwari. Nickname: Azad. Education: Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapith. Parents: Sitaram Tiwari, Jagrani Devi. Chandrasekhar Azad was born in 1906 and was a close associate of Bhagat Singh in the struggle for freedom. He was also a part of Hindustan Republican Association and the most fearless and challenging freedom fighter against British rulers. During a skirmish with British soldiers, after killing many enemies, he shot himself with his Colt pistol. He swore he would never be captured alive by those Britishers. The next freedom fighter is Chittaranjan Das. Chittaranjan Das, born 5th November 1870, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Died 16th June 1925, Darjeeling. Nickname: Deshbandhu. Title: Deshbandhu, Friend of the Nation. Born in 1870, Chittaranjan Das was a lawyer by profession and the real founder of the Swaraj Party. Famous as Deshbandhu, he also took part in the Indian national movement. As a law practitioner, he successfully defended Aurobindo Ghosh, who was charged with a sex crime by the British. Subhash Chandra Bose was mentored by Chittaranjan. The next freedom fighter is Abdul Hafiz Muhammad Barkatullah. Muhammad Barkatullah, born 7 July 1854, Bhopal. Died 20 September 1927, San Francisco, California, United States. President: Mahendra Pratap. Abdul Hafiz Muhammad Barkatullah was born in 1854 and has uniquely fought for the nation's freedom. He was a co-founder of Gadar Party that was operated overseas from San Francisco. Being an overseas revolutionary, he took pen as a fighting weapon and published blazing articles in England's leading daily to incite the fire of independence. The next freedom fighter is Ashfaqullah Khan. Ashfaqullah Khan, born 22nd October 1900, Shahjahanpur. Died 19 December 1927, Faizabad. Organization: Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. Other name Ashfaq Ullah Khan. Parents Mazhar-un-Nisa, Shafiq Ullah Khan. Siblings Riyasat-ullah Khan. Born in 1900, Ashfaq Ullah Khan was another young founder of revolutionary fight who also sacrificed his life for his mother India, like many other Mathis in the list. Like Bismil and Chandrasekhar, he too was a prominent member of the Hindustan Republican Association. He carried out the popular train robbery at Kokori Khan with the help of his associates, which led him to being executed by the British. The next freedom fighter is Begum Hazrat Mahal. Begum Hazrat Mahal, born 1820, Faizabad, died 7 April 1879, Kathmandu, Nepal. Nationality British Raj. Spouse Wajid Ali Shah. Children Bijis Kab. Born in 1820, Hazrat Mahal participated in the 1857 mutiny to insurrect against British rulers. She worked along with the leaders like Nana Sahib and Mulavi of Faizabad. She single-handedly defended Lucknow, leading the troops when her husband was away. She also fought to stop the demolition of temples and mosques, after which she retreated to Nepal. These brave Indian freedom fighters fought for our motherland, and many among them sacrificed their lives for the freedom of our country. Let us remember all of these freedom fighters of India and be proud for them. Now let us know about national song and national anthem of India. Vande Mataram is the national song of India. It is composed in the Sanskrit Bengali mixed language by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. The song was published in 1882 as the underlying song in Bankim Chandra's novel Anand Math. In this novel, this song is sung by a monk named Bhavananda. Its tune was composed by Yadunat Bhattacharya. This song served as an inspiration for our freedom fighters during the Indian independence movement. It is very powerful and still inspires us to fight for the prosperity of our country. Rabindranath Tagore composed the song and was first sung at the Calcutta session of Congress in 1896. Aurobindo Ghosh translated the song into English and Arif Muhammad Khan translated it into Urdu. The place of Vande Mataram is equivalent to the national anthem Jana Gana Mana. The song was a source of inspiration for the people in the freedom struggle. Charana sang this song again at another session in Calcutta in 1901. At the 1905 session in Banaras, the song was sung by Sarla Devi. The song was rated as a national song in the meeting. Vande Mataram became the national slogan in the Bang Bang movement. In 1906, Vande Mataram was presented in the Devanagari script. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore presented a revised version of it at the Calcutta session of the Congress. In a survey conducted by the BBC World Service in 2003, in which around 7,000 songs were selected from around the world to select the 10 most famous songs of the time. And according to the BBC, people from 155 countries voted in it. Vande Mataram was second in the top 10 songs in it. The national anthem of India starts with Jana Gana Mana and ends at Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He. It was written in Bengali, which is highly Sanskritized. The actual national anthem was written by Rabindranath Tagore, which was later translated into Hindi and Urdu by Abid Ali. The conversion of Ali from the original national anthem to the Hindi version was slightly different. The national anthem Jana Gana Mana symbolizes the honor of the nation. The national anthem also inspires them to respect their country and countrymen. History of National Anthem of India. The national anthem Jana Gana Mana was composed by Nobel laureate Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. The national anthem was originally written in Bengali, which was later translated into Hindi. Rabindranath Tagore himself translated it into English in 1919 under the title The Morning Song of India. The full version of the national anthem takes 52 seconds to sing, while 20 seconds for the short version. After the special request of Nehru, it was also sung by English composer Herbert Murrell to the tunes of the orchestra. The anthem written by Rabindranath Tagore has 5 stanzas, while its first stanza was adopted as the national anthem. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in his Azad Hind Fauj accepted the song Jaya Hai. The national anthem was first published in 1912 in a magazine called Tatvabodhini. Its title was Bharat Vidhata. The Constitution Committee adopted Jana Gana Mana as the national anthem on 24 January 1950. The national anthem is sung every morning at Jimakunta village in Telangana and Banapur village in Faridabad district